Oh, Prime Minister Wang, it's really not that your third daughter isn't good. It's just that the young masters of Chang'an, upon hearing it's the Wang family looking for a husband, either have leg pain or are being visited in dreams by their ancestors warning them off.
That is strange. Could it be that my usual etiquette is still lacking in some way? I'm so sorry. How did this pot soften on its own?
Prime Minister, look at this. Which family's son would dare to marry her? Wouldn't marrying her be a death sentence?
It must be decided today. We will choose a husband by throwing a silk ball. I refuse to believe that in this vast city of Chang'an, we can't find one man with a backbone. Bring it up. Bao Chuan, your father had the blacksmith melt down fine bronze overnight to make this. Less than ordinary silk ball shatter in your hands before you even throw it from the tower. Father, throwing it today is far too hasty. Why don't we discuss this another day? If we delay any longer, let alone finding a husband, even the matchmakers will avoid our Wang manor. No other day. It has to be today.
Father, let go quickly. What if I accidentally hurt you?
Hurt me? Nonsense. Even if you drag me to death today, you must go to the city tower and throw this ball.
Father, stop pulling.
Save him. Quickly, the Prime Minister has taken flight.
Bao Chuan. Remember to be gentler when you throw the silk ball later.
It's over. No one is going to survive this matchmaking today.
Haha.
Pingui, consider yourself lucky. The flower thief from last night was caught, so we realized we arrested the wrong person again.
Officer, I told you back then, I was just passing by that alley.
Who told you to be so unlucky? When the thief climbed over the wall, he landed right on top of you, and you just happened to be kneeling right in the path of our pursuit. Anyone who didn't know better would think you were pleading guilty.
Take this. It's the compensation from the county magistrate. Now go back to your coal cave dwelling with all that bad luck on you. Don't go wandering around bringing misfortune to others.
Hey, hurry back and wash up. Make sure you don't catch any of that jinx's bad luck. If you ask me, this guy is tough as nails. No matter how much he's tossed around, he just won't die.
My life is so bitter. As long as I finish this bun and make it safely out of the city gates, I'll consider today a win. Even a dog can bully me.
The Prime Minister's third daughter is throwing her marriage proposal ball today. Hurry up and go.
A heavy object falling from a high altitude. This one is coming right for me. I want to fly beyond the sorrow.
I heard the third daughter is as beautiful as a heavenly fairy. If a scholar like me could marry her, it would truly be the blessing of 3 lifetimes. Vulgar? How vulgar? How can one marry a wife based solely on looks? I am different. I want to marry her to become the Prime Minister's son-in-law and rise straight to the top. A bunch of weaklings, a delicate lady like the third daughter, needs a strong husband like me who can protect her.
You out-of-towners dare to dream of marrying her? I'm afraid you won't even know how you die.
If you pretty boys want to marry her, then prove it with your skills. Stop being so sarcastic.
Marry her. I'm not tired of living yet. That lady is to be admired from afar, not trifled with.
The third daughter is here.
Exquisite and heavenly. So fragrant, truly fragrant.
So many people. Are they all here to marry me?
My lord, you have chosen an excellent day. Recently, many scholars from out of town have arrived in Chang'an for the examinations. They haven't heard about the third Mrs. Deeds, so they're all scrambling to be your son-in-law.
Good, good. Bring out the silk ball.
No. That's impossible, right? I must be hallucinating. How could a delicate lady like the third miss lift a silk ball like that?
Father, I'm throwing it now. Stop playing with the ball.
Hurry up and throw it. If you don't throw it now, everyone will run away.
Okay.
Bao Chuan, I told you to be gentle.
Father, I was very gentle.
Then where is the ball?
I want to fly high, no matter how far, beyond the limit. I've been flying for so long, and I still couldn't dodge this wave?
It's been 2 hours. The ball still hasn't come down. I guess we should call it off. I bet it'll take 4 hours.
I bet 6 hours.
The ball. The ball is coming. Ah! Thank you for saving my life, sir. You're right.
The third miss is not to be trifled with.
Look, is there someone under that bronze ball?
What kind of brave soul could actually catch such a ball? I would like to take him as my master.
It's over, all over. Now the whole world knows about your monstrous strength. You really won't be able to get married now.
Father, I am willing to stay by your side forever. To show my filial piety, please don't be angry. How about I massage your chest for you?
My lady, please don't.
Am I, an old man, going to lose my life here today? Then what will happen to my poor Bao Chuan for the rest of her life?
I found them. Congratulations, Chancellor. Congratulations to the third miss on finding a husband.
Someone actually caught the bronze ball. Bao Chuan, what are you waiting for? Go save your future husband.
Is he dead? Is the third miss going to marry a dead man?
Young master, are you all right?
Bao Chuan, don't.
He finally spat out that congested blood.
He's still alive after that?
Ha 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 ha. This man is definitely a perfect match for Bao Chuan. Quickly, carry him into the manor. We will hold the wedding banquet today.
What are you going to do to me?
Congratulations, young master. Congratulations, young master. You caught the embroidered ball and have become the Prime Minister's son-in-law.
Ah, I must be dreaming. Catching an embroidered ball. How could something like that happen to an unlucky guy like me?
The auspicious hour has arrived. Ha! Perform the wedding bows. Young master, wake up. It's time to perform the wedding bows.
Wedding bows? I must be dreaming. How could an unlucky guy like me marry a wife?
My Lord Prime Minister, the young master seems severely injured and hasn't recovered yet. Why don't we let a doctor examine him and have the wedding on another day?
No delays breed trouble. They must get married today. Skip the bows. Send them straight to the bridal chamber.
Father, we cannot skip the proper etiquette. Since my husband has difficulty moving, I will hold him while we perform the wedding bows.
Bao Chuan, don't.
Ah, he's still alive after that?
The third son-in-law is indeed a perfect match for our miss.
Husband, did I hurt you? It hurts so much. I don't think I'm dreaming.
No, it must be a dream. How could I marry such a beautiful wife?
Bow to heaven and earth. Second bow. If they bow again, he'll be dead.
Quickly, send them to the bridal chamber and call a doctor.
Husband, I will take good care of you. Husband, it's time to take your medicine.
Mississippi, for this kind of serving work, let me do it instead.
He is my husband. I'm the one who caused his injuries. It is only right that I take care of him.
My lady, I'm afraid your care might actually kill him.
Groom? Are they talking about me?
Did I really marry the Prime Minister's third daughter?
I'm not dreaming.
The groom is sitting up.
Groom, didn't you break every bone in your body?
I was born with a unique constitution. No matter how severely I am injured, I heal very quickly. Otherwise, I wouldn't have survived to this day.
Groom, you and my lady are truly a match made in heaven.
Please, don't call me groom anymore. I am of humble birth, and I carry a curse of misfortune. Staying here will only bring disaster upon the Prime Minister's manor. You should find someone else.
Husband, we have already performed our wedding vows. Now that you want to leave, are you divorcing me?
I did not mean that.
Husband, watch out. Ah?
Alas.
Where is the doctor? The groom has broken his bones again.
Husband, I didn't do it on purpose.
It's not your fault, my lady. It is I who am too fragile.
It is my fault. My husband only gets hurt when he is with me. Husband, you should leave.
MHM. Then I shall leave. Ah.
To still be breathing after suffering so much, this isn't a fragile life. This is a resilient one. My son-in-law, stop struggling. You won't be able to walk out of my manor's gates. You are destined to be with my daughter.
This is fate. I accept it. My wife, though I am plagued by misfortune, if I can pass the imperial examinations and earn a title, I will surely make your father and everyone in the manor look up to me.
Since my husband has such ambitions, I will support you with all my heart. Let me grind the ink for you.
Ah. Today's hard work will have to end here.
Quick, initiate the fall emergency plan. Get the stretcher.
Father, I heard third sister took in a beggar who can't even afford food. And he's been turning the household upside down every day. Isn't this making our Prime Minister's manor a laughingstock?
Oh, Yinchuan. It's already a blessing that Bao Chuan found a husband. Although that Shui Pingui comes from a humble background, he does have his merits. His physical constitution is truly remarkable.
Father-in-law, if you ask me, he's just a pretty boy looking for a free ride. You've definitely been fooled by him. Don't worry, I am, after all, a fierce general who retired from the Western Liang border. I've seen plenty of scammers. In a moment, I'll test his skills and expose his true colors.
Sister, brother-in-law, you're here.
Greetings, sister and brother-in-law.
Father-in-law, is this the remarkable constitution you spoke of? He can't even walk steadily. 1.
Husband, watch out.
Oops, my hand slipped. Haraha. Ah.
Code Red. Maximum alert. The third son-in-law is airborne.
Brother-in-law, you should put away such a dangerous weapon. It could easily hurt someone.
Third sister, you are right. Yes, brother-in-law. My hand slipped. Yes, it slipped.
Ah, I'm falling.
Second brother-in-law, watch out.
Ah.
Husband, my husband.
Father, I really just wanted to save second brother-in-law. Someone go fetch a bricklayer.
And scrape second son-in-law off the rockery while you're at it.
Don't be sad, my wife. Second brother-in-law is tough and sturdy. Once we scrape him off the wall, he'll be fine after a few days of rest. This is the medicine you brewed yourself. Once he drinks it, he will surely understand your good intentions.
Father, look at what Wei Hu has been beaten into. That Shui Pingue. That Shui Pingue is a jinx, and third sister is just a troublemaker. Keeping the two of them in the manor is nothing but a disaster. If this continues, it will even shorten your life. Father.
Oh, Yinchuan. Although what you say is true, Bao Chuan is your sister after all, and my daughter.
Husband, let's go. Let's not annoy second sister and father anymore.
My wife. My wife.
Wei. Husband.
Ah? Bao Chuan. You heard everything just now?
Father, you don't have to say anything. I understand. Since I am married, I should leave the manor. I won't cause you any more trouble.
Ouch.
Father, watch out.
Ah. It's burning me. My face.
Wang Baochuan. How dare you try to murder my husband? I'll take you down with me.
Sister, I didn't mean to.
Ah. Ah.
Father. Husband.
Ah.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to. Husband, if we stay any longer, father might. Before we leave, I want to personally brew a pot of nourishing tonic soup for father to show my filial piety.
My wife has such a filial heart. Let me help you start the fire.
Ah?
Ah, it's on fire.
Husband, don't panic. I will put out the fire.
My wife. The soup seems to be gone. The kitchen is gone too. Husband, we will leave tonight. Outside the city, there is a cold cave dwelling where I used to live. There is nothing there except for yellow earth and stones. No matter how you smash them, they won't break. It's just that I'm letting you suffer, my wife.
As long as I don't bring disaster to my family, wherever you are, I will be there. Husband.
It's not my wife's fault. It's just that my own bones wanted to snap a bit to feel comfortable. Anyway, it will be fine tomorrow. Let's go. While my left leg can still move. The gate is locked, and calling the gatekeeper will alarm everyone. It seems we can't leave.
It doesn't matter. We don't have to go through the gate. Aha. Husband, let's go. Watch your step.
What collapsed again? What collapsed this time?
Prime Minister, the third Miss left a letter saying she and Master Shui have gone to the cold cave dwelling outside the city. She asked you not to look for them. In addition, the third Miss also wrote at the end of the letter.
What?
Wrote, fearing I might disturb Father, I did not dare to leave through the main gate, but I accidentally damaged the courtyard wall of our home. I hope Father will forgive me.
If the wall collapsed, it can still be rebuilt. The Prime Minister's manor is finally saved.
Husband, is there anything to eat at home?
With my hands, when it comes to farming, I can't even grow a single blade of grass. Usually, I can only go to the city to do odd jobs. Bao Chuan, you were originally the daughter of the Prime Minister. You shouldn't be suffering like this with me.
Husband, among the men in this world, except for you, I'm afraid no other man would be willing to marry me. To be married to a man like you, who puts his life on the line, is my good fortune. Pingue, you're back. Who are you? Where is Pingue? I am his wife. He got a little hurt, and is resting inside. Ah, I knew it. Though that boy Pingue is unlucky, he has a good heart. Good people always get rewarded. Look, he got to marry such a beautiful wife. Young lady, you two just got back. You haven't eaten yet, have you? Take this and eat it while it's hot. Thank you so much. Baochuan will surely remember your kindness. Ah. It's broken. My hand is broken. Ah? I'm sorry, I just wanted to show my gratitude.
How can that be?
This wicked woman. My wife kindly offered them food. Yet she broke my wife's hand. I didn't.
It's a misunderstanding. All a misunderstanding. My wife, her grip is just slightly stronger than average, haha.
What kind of grip can break someone's hand?
She clearly did it on purpose. And to think I kindly brought you food. Humph. You deserve to starve to death. Husband, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Why don't you divorce me?
Since you are my wife, how could I divorce you over something like this? It's just food. I'll go find some work in town. I won't let you go hungry. Ah. Don't touch me, I can pull it out myself.
Husband, you rest. The storybooks say a virtuous wife can dig wild vegetables to support the family. I can do it too. Ah. Wife, don't go. What is that wicked woman of the Shui family doing? Looking at her. She clearly looks like a well-off young lady. Yet she married that poor boy, Shui Pingue. She must have lost her virtue. I found some wild vegetables. She's digging for wild vegetables. That's so pitiful. Should we? Ah? My field. You absolute scoundrel. I'm sorry. I'll leave right now. I won't dig anymore. You think you can just leave after ruining my field? If you don't pay me back today, I'll die right here in front of you. Ma'am, please let go. I don't want to hurt you. Someone help. Shui's wife ruined the field and is trying to get out of paying. I didn't mean to. Ah? Murder. Chief, I saw it with my own eyes. She ruined old Jang's field, tried to get out of paying, and sent someone flying with a blow. Shui's wife, regarding the ruined field today, and the injury you caused. Either you pay up, or we will report this to the authorities. I didn't bring any money when I left home. Who would believe that? You're wearing high-quality fabric, and that hair stick on your head. It must be pure gold. Weren't you acting all arrogant when you pushed her just now? Why act weak and fragile now? I think you just want to get out of paying. You can take this hair stick as compensation. How is that enough? What about your earrings?
If you ask me, we should strip her of those fine clothes too.
We'll do just that. Why you all stay back? I don't want to hurt you again.
My wife. Don't be afraid, my wife. I will protect you.
Confound you, Shui Pingue. Are you too trying to knock all of us villagers to death?
Pay up. This isn't over today.
Fellow villagers, I am truly sorry. I just slipped. Is anyone hurt? As for this ruined field, I, Shui Pingue, will definitely find a way to make it up to everyone.
You're a pauper living in a broken cave dwelling. How are you going to make it up to us? Make her hand over all the jewelry on her. And those fine clothes she's wearing. Strip them off too to pay the debt.
Let's see who dares touch my wife. Even if I have to risk my worthless life today, I will never let you touch a single hair on her head.
A crippled loser dares to play the hero? I'll do it myself. Let's see who you can protect. Wife, get back quickly.
Oh no, the ox has gone mad. Run, quickly.
Don't be afraid, wife. I'll shield you.
Husband, move aside.
Wife, are you hurt?
Husband, I'm fine. As long as you are safe, that's all that matters. Village chief, today's matter started because of me. I ruined everyone's fields and gave everyone a fright. I didn't bring any money when I left home, but these items are more than enough to buy the land of the entire village. Consider this as compensation from my husband and me. Take the things and run. This woman is scarier than a fierce ghost.
Wife, I'm sorry. You've suffered by following me. I will find a way to redeem your jewelry.
Husband, there's no need. Those gold and silver pieces are just worldly possessions. Just now, you protected me even at the risk of your life. They are nothing compared to your sincere heart for me, husband.
I, Xue Pingue, am so fortunate to marry such a virtuous and sensible wife. The heavens haven't been too unkind to me. Wife, rest assured, I will never fail you in this lifetime. I will surely give you a good life.
I believe in you, husband. I will also take good care of our home. Look, this wasteland has all been loosened up by my smashing. We don't even need to plow it. Since the others won't let us into the village, we will clear this land ourselves to grow vegetables.
Great. Tomorrow I'll get up early to plow the land with you, wife. And we'll live a good life.
The war with Western Liang is critical. Those listed must enlist immediately. Where is Xue Pinggui?
Officers, you must have made a mistake. With my weak frame, going to the battlefield would only make me a laughingstock to the Western Liang army. I never signed up.
The name is written in black and white. There is no denying it. Take him away. Yes.
Officers, please look closely. This doesn't look like Gui Dot. It looks like an. This says Xue Pingen Dot. The registering soldier must have been drunk and wrote the character all crooked.
Military orders are absolute. Since the name is on the roster, you must crawl to the border even if you have to crawl.
Officers, please show mercy and check again. My husband really cannot go. Audacious peasants.
How dare you damage military equipment and defy orders? Put the armor on him immediately and escort him to the border.
Husband, go with peace of mind. I will wait for you at home and never cause trouble.
Wife, don't lean on that pillar.
The general is truly brilliant. In this campaign against Western Liang, we will surely wipe them out completely. I am willing to be the vanguard, to charge ahead for you, General, and win the top military merit.
Haha, excellent. Deputy General Wei is indeed the bravest in the army. I think very highly of you.
Ouch! That iron turtle fell down again. Ah, this is already the 10th time.
What is that commotion in the rear? Come, follow me to take a look.
You useless loser. Why are you in the army?
Brother-in-law. I was dragged here by force. This armor is too heavy. I take one step and trip 3 times.
General, This man is the most famous jinx in Chang'an, an absolute good-for-nothing. Keeping him in the army is not only useless, but it will also severely drag down our marching speed. I beg of you, General, please strip him of his armor immediately and kick him back to Chang'an.
Ah. 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 Ah.
General, help. My horse has gone mad. This is a demonic horse, the likes of which is seen only once in a century. Whoever can tame it will be handsomely rewarded by me. He was promoted 3 ranks.
I hope I can fly all the way home this time. Wait for me, my wife. Ah, ah, ah. Help. Ah, ah, ah.
He actually tamed the demonic horse. He is truly a godsend. I hereby appoint you as the Vanguard Scout.
Pure dumb luck. Let's see if you can survive on the battlefield. General, it seems my third brother-in-law is indeed a capable man. Keeping him at the rear of the army is a waste of talent. I suggest we make him the vanguard. He will surely strike terror into the Western Liang soldiers.
We shall do as you suggest. Let this young brother be the vanguard warrior of our Tang army.
Ah, aye.
Keeping his posture low, poised and ready to strike. See. He is indeed a promising talent.
Heh. He really is.
He.
No, I'm not. I didn't. My legs are just weak. Ah. I'm doomed. This wave is coming right at me. I can't drag the army down. I must run far away.
Entire army, raise shields for defense. To think he can control the wind, and manipulate the enemy's rain of arrows. This man must be a master.
Could this Shui Pingue have a magnet strapped to his back?
Ah.
Avoiding a rain of arrows at the very last second. As expected. Brilliant. Truly brilliant.
He really has the devil's own luck.
A master is protecting our army. Everyone, charge and slay the enemy with me.
I almost knocked my front teeth out.
Our great victory today is all thanks to your third brother-in-law. He must be a master. His ability to control the wind greatly boosted our army's morale.
General, what kind of master is he? At most, he's just so tough that even the king of hell would find him hard to swallow. This time was just a fluke.
Is what you say true? No matter. Whether he's just lucky or a true deity, I will know once I meet him myself.
Go back and report the news to the princess. I will go and kill that master. Our army will surely win a great victory tomorrow.
No way. Today's bad luck isn't over yet. Sigh. As expected, the heavens just can't stand to see me. Shui Pingue, have an easy time. Has he already discovered me? This posture of offering his neck to be cut. Is he trying to lure me into a trap? Just do it quickly. After you hit me, I can eat my steamed buns.
I wonder if my wife has anything to eat at home.
He really did discover me. Whatever. At worst, I'll just take him down with me.
What happened here? This subordinate does not know. Master, are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just that the quality of this tent is too poor. Sigh. Crushing me is a small matter, but if it had crushed you, General.
Thank you for the warning, Master. I will thoroughly inspect all the tents in the army right away to ensure absolutely nothing goes wrong.
Ah, General.
This bastard Shue Pingue can turn even bad luck into a merit. I see it clearly now. The heavens must be his biological father.
General, this man is a Western Yang spy. He must have come here to assassinate the master.
Ah, where did he pop out from? Wasn't I the only one in the tent?
I understand. A reclusive master like you does not wish to be exposed to the general public, much less claim credit. I understand it all. You don't need to say another word.
General, I am just an ordinary soldier.
You used yourself as bait. Prepare some good meat and deliver it to the master immediately.
I can't even get enough to eat. One should not accept rewards without merit.
Capturing the Western Yang spy is a monumental achievement.
Is that so?
Shue Pingue, you had better keep having such good luck until the war ends.
The wind is far too strong today. Today, our commander's flagpole is standing right in the wind gap, swaying back and forth. It's swaying so much it's about to snap, isn't it?
We're doomed. Sigh! Princess, please watch your words. With the way he rides a horse.
He can't even hold the reins steady. Sooner or later, he'll fall off the horse's back. He'll probably break a bone.
Your Highness, I beg of you, please say less.
Humph. This princess isn't wrong.
Yes, you are right. She couldn't hold the reins steady herself and fell off on her own.
Your Highness, I have gathered some important information.
Report it quickly. Don't get interrupted before you can even deliver the news, Your Highness.
There is a master in the Tang army named Shue Pingue. Today, it was he who controlled the wind, helping the Tang army win a great victory. Your Highness, I have finished speaking. I will go find the military doctor.
A master? This princess would like to see just how great he is. Pass down my order. Tonight, this princess will infiltrate the Tang army camp. This camp is pitched so tightly, there isn't even a proper pathway. If a gust of wind blows, it will surely all collapse.
Princess, could you please say less next time?
It really is a bit uncanny. Chase them.
The Western Liang army is finished. I need to run. Fast.
His movements are completely chaotic. Yet he manages to dodge every lethal blow. If he isn't faking it, then he is more terrifying than any general in the Tang army.
I surrender. I surrender. I'm just an ordinary, low-ranking soldier. Spare me, please.
Stop acting. Stop acting. Stop acting. You are the master who helped the Tang army win.
I'm really no master. I'm just an unlucky guy. If you stay here with me, my bad luck will rub off on you. Help! I'm going to throw up. Ah!
The heavens have finally opened their eyes. I don't have to watch the ceiling while drinking tea, or wear a bamboo hat while daydreaming. So this is what it feels like. This is how a human being is supposed to live.
My lord, I have news. Young Master Shui was conscripted into the army and sent to fight at the western Liang border.
What? Then what about Bao Chuan?
The third miss now goes deep into the mountains every day to dig for wild vegetables. She has grown so thin from hunger, yet her strength hasn't diminished at all.
What a tragedy. The jewel of my eye, Wan Yun's daughter. How could she be reduced to digging for wild vegetables? Prepare the carriage immediately. I am going to bring Bao Chuan back right now.
With my husband away from home, I must be even more sensible, exerting greater strength. The wild vegetables in the mountains have no owner. They are a gift from nature. Surely this won't affect the neighbors. What do you think you are doing? How can you bully fellow villagers like this?
Oof. We are bandits. We are robbing you. Do you understand what a robbery is? This girl looks so petite. So why is she so heavy? Boss, there's a bizarre village girl here. What village girl? I only rob money, not. Ah. Be gentle with the lady. Meeting is fate. Be my bandit queen, and I'll spoil you rotten. Sir, I already have a husband. I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer. Pa. Don't refuse my generosity. If you won't do this the easy way, we'll do it the hard way. If you won't come with me, I'll slaughter this old man.
Don't hurt anyone.
Slash them.
Don't come any closer.
Beat them, and stop beating me.
Bao Chuan. This.
Protect the Prime Minister, quick.
She didn't even spare her own father. Is this what they call destroying one's family with great strength?
Asterisk barking asterisk. Father. They said they were going to kidnap me to be a bandit queen. I was so scared.
Don't cry. If you keep crying, your father won't make it.
Father. You're awake. I brewed some wild vegetable soup for you. Quick, take a sip to nourish your body.
Quick, stop the third lady. Don't let her get near the Prime Minister again.
Where are those damn bandits?
Replying to the Prime Minister, the bandits who were embedded in the walls and stuck in the dirt have been pried out and taken to the government office.
It's father's fault. It's father's fault for not finding you a good husband, making you suffer in a terrible place like this. Let's go. Come home with father right now.
I'm not going back. I want to wait here for my husband to return. Father, let go. If I go back, I will bring harm to you all.
Pa! Father has already replaced all the pillars in the manor with solid iron. No matter what, father cannot let you stay here and suffer.
Prime Minister, you cannot take the third lady away. Rest assured, from this day forward, Bao Chuan is my own daughter. I will sell everything I own to take good care of her. Third Miss, if you hadn't shown your divine power and driven off the bandits, our whole village would have perished here today.
Everyone doesn't blame me? Thank you, village chief. It's all my fault. I lost control again.
Why are you running? Third Miss, this strength of yours is a gift from heaven.
Yes, as long as it's used in the right way. You are the guardian deity of our village, a human-shaped guardian beast of the village.
We farmers have tough bones. We can take a beating. We can absolutely withstand your strength. Third Miss, please rest assured.
Fine. Since the villagers are so hospitable, Father won't force you anymore. I will just send you more money and goods when I get back. Bao Chuan, if you lack anything, you must tell me. Don't mistreat yourself.
Take care on your way back, father. Be careful on the road.
It's fine, my sweet daughter. At least your father is still alive.
Husband, I hope this letter finds you well. I have some good news for you. The neighbors in the village have all forgiven me. They even praised me as the guardian deity of the village. Husband, you must stay safe on the battlefield. It doesn't matter if you don't win military merits. I will wait for you at home.